Hello and welcome to your Canik TTI Combat Quick Start Guide. In this segment, we'll cover several key features of your TTI Combat. We'll show you how to properly disassemble it, clean it, and reassemble it. But first, safety. Be absolutely certain there is no ammunition in your well-lit workspace, no ammunition in your magazines, and visually check your chamber to be sure it's empty before handling any firearms. Okay, now that we've covered safety, let's go ahead and open the box. The TTI Combat comes in this deluxe travel case and includes a lot of extras, but none of them are more important than your owner's manual located in this protective foam pocket. We highly recommend you read through your manual to get to know your TTI Combat handgun thoroughly before taking it to the range. Next, you'll see in the top layer of this kit this beautifully crafted handgun, a toolkit, 21-round magazine, an 18-round magazine installed in the gun, 3 optic interface plates, 3 backstrap size options, including the one that's on the gun, so you have small, medium, and large. And the TTI magazines both include Taran Tactical Innovations aluminum base pads. We also ship the Canik TTI Combat models with 2 10-round magazines to states with magazine capacity restrictions. The second layer of the TTI Combat kit includes a cleaning brush, a patch rod, a punch, this custom competition holster with adjustable retention, a magazine speed loader, a secondary recoil guide rod system for light competition ammunition loads, a trigger lock for safety and long-term storage, and we can't forget about this beautiful commemorative challenge coin highlighting the partnership with Taran Tactical Innovations. Now let's go over some other features of your new TTI Combat pistol. But first, safety again. Make sure there's no magazine in the gun and there's no ammunition in the chamber. The Combat comes standard with this black frame and beautiful bronze Cerakote over nitride slide, 2-tone configuration with a double undercut trigger guard, aggressive grip texturing that allows for a solid purchase on the pistol. Starting with the slide features, this model has it all. The top of the slide houses a robust blacked out rear sight and a high-vis fiber optic front sight, allowing for quick sight alignment and target acquisition. It's also optics ready, which we'll go over later in the video. The slide serrations are nicely cut and not only add to the aesthetics of the gun, they provide excellent traction when manipulating the slide in just about any conditions. You'll also notice the black Cerakote shadowing in the serrations. This is one of many aesthetic details that makes this pistol part of the TTI custom handgun family. Under the slide, we have a spiral fluted and ported barrel. It not only looks really cool, the port combined with the compensator reduces muzzle flip up to 27%, making follow-up shots that much faster. In the middle of the slide here, you have a loaded chamber indicator, which is a nice safety feature for visually seeing a loaded chamber in well-lit conditions or physically checking the chamber by feeling the indicator in low-lit situations. As I mentioned earlier, the TTI Combat is optics ready and will host several popular red dot optics. Simply pop these 2 screws out, remove the cover, and then install the included and correct interface plate for the particular optic you would like to mount. Check out our handgun optics mounting video for detailed instructions. Moving down the frame, we have a mill standard 1913 Picatinny rail below the barrel for mounting a quality light or light laser combination. Moving back from the accessory rail, you'll notice these levers on either side of the TTI Combat. These are your takedown levers, which we'll demonstrate here in a moment. Behind the takedown levers, you'll notice the extended, low-profile ambi slide release levers. They're nicely textured for a positive traction and match the overall look of the gun. Underneath your slide stop is this reversible magazine release for right and left-handed users. It also has a nice texturing while remaining comfortable while carrying. Speaking of texturing, as we mentioned before, the grip itself is unique to this model and it makes for a solid purchase on the gun, while also allowing for concealed carry comfort if you choose to do so. The frame also features an integrated magwell and includes this matching pre-installed aluminum competition magwell. To customize your grip, the TTI Combat, as with every Canik, comes with interchangeable back straps to give you a nice fit and proper grip. See our backstrap removal and installation video to safely and correctly change the backstrap on any Canik handgun. Last but not least, let's highlight the now legendary out-of-the-box Canik trigger. This one features a very low profile but effective trigger safety, and the trigger pull boasts a smooth take-up, 3.8 pound crisp 90-degree break, and a very short tactile reset. Whether you're a competition shooter, concealed carry protector, or gun collector, this trigger system will no doubt enhance your experience. In our opinion, along with the opinion of many customers worldwide, these triggers are the best out-of-the-box striker systems on the market. Now that we've touched on the features, let's go ahead and disassemble the TTI Combat for cleaning. But again, safety first. Be absolutely certain there is no ammunition in your workspace, there's no ammunition in your magazines, and visually check the chamber before handling any firearm. To begin, set the striker to the fire position by simply racking the slide to the rear. Once the slide is back into the forward position, pull the trigger to release the striker. Maintain a firm grip on the pistol and then push down or pull down on the takedown levers on either side. You should hear an audible click and feel the slide release from the frame. Once the slide is released, just pull it forward slightly and then up off the frame. Go ahead and set the frame aside. Before separating the slide and barrel, you have to take the compensator off the barrel, but it's really easy. First, remove the recoil guide rod. Take note of the orientation and simply release the spring tension by slightly pushing the guide rod towards the muzzle end of the slide while simultaneously pulling upward. Once it's out of the slide, you can go ahead and set it aside. What we'll do next is we'll use the punch that's provided in your TTI Combat kit. Place the tip in this guide hole right here located underneath the muzzle. You're going to want to press in while simultaneously twisting the compensator to either side. Then simply pull it off the barrel. To stabilize the slide and barrel, I like to get a firm grip on the slide and barrel and secure it by applying pressure with my thumb on the barrel lug while keeping the barrel extended through the muzzle end of the slide. So next we'll go ahead and push in on the detent and rotate our compensator to one side or the other and then simply pull it off. And then you can set that aside. Next, you'll just bring the barrel back towards the breech and then up out of the gun. Now that we have our Canik TTI Combat disassembled for cleaning, we'll go ahead and utilize our cleaning kit that's provided and our favorite solvent and our favorite lubricant. I like to start with the frame or grip assembly, then the recoil guide rod, the slide assembly, and finally the barrel. I use a generous amount of solvent along with this bore brush to remove carbon buildup and debris all throughout the frame and magwell, and be sure to clean the internals out as well as the frame rails. The recoil guide rod is simple. It's a captive system which makes cleaning and reassembly very easy. Just get your solvent-soaked brush and make sure you get between all the coils thoroughly. Although the Cerakote on the slide is as tough as nails, I try to keep all the solvent inside the slide assembly as I clean. Not all solvents are created equal, so I err on the side of caution. That said, be sure to get plenty of cleaner down in the striker assembly and make sure you get all the contact points on the slide rails and also on the extractor. Last but not least, the barrel. I tend to swab the barrel with a good amount of solvent and I'll run the bore brush through several times to make sure I get all the lands and grooves. Make sure that the rifling is nice and clean. Don't forget about your feed ramp and the chamber as well. For this model, I'll use my favorite oil to clean off the compensator before reassembly, and I let the solvent sit this one out. To re-lubricate, apply your favorite gun oil to the recoil assembly, the contact points on the slide, the contact points on the frame, and of course the barrel lug, chamber, and bore of your barrel. Remember to wipe off any excess oil from the components and run a swab through the barrel with the patch rod that's provided in your TTI Combat kit. To reassemble your Combat, first place the barrel back into the slide so you can reinstall your compensator. Push the barrel forward and apply some pressure to the barrel lug. Next, take your compensator and put it on at a slight angle and then simply twist it onto the barrel. Now that the comp is back on the barrel, we can reinstall the recoil guide rod. Remember that orientation. The silver side goes up against the barrel lug, the black side goes up against the slide. Just simply place it in the hole, apply some pressure, and push down. To mate the slide assembly to the frame, unlike traditional handguns, the TTI Combat, as well as most Canik models, it has a slightly different approach. Instead of starting on the forward rails, place the slide onto the frame over the ejector, located right here, leaving about a ½ inch of space in the back of the frame. and then just pull back and slide it into place. Now your Canik TTI Combat is ready for the range. Remember to train hard, train often, and stay safe. For more information about this and other Canik products, please visit canicusa.com. Thanks for watching.